Yeah, well,
I've got some mange and dreadlocks going on, so I haven't had a
yeah.
bath in a while.
Squall, why don't you
But you know
give
I
me
hate
a...
water.
I know, but you just got a big dose of it. Squall, why don't you give me a... What are you doing, Squall? First off, I mean, you're still in the cage. What are you doing? As you saw everybody get washed out. Oh, actually, except for old Lottie. Lottie's still right here. He was holding on to the wall. My bad, Lod. Lod the Impaler.
That's all right.
I'll go up and help Loddith see to his feet, or if there's anything I can do to assist him.
Sure, I've unlocked a token, so you can move. I
Thank
knew
you.
as soon as I explained that there was a wall of water rushing, I knew everybody's tokens were just gonna start zinging down the map.
Slowly backing up there.
Yeah, I love it. I can't move my tokens.
All right, Wim, why don't you try that again? This time, don't set off a trap.
Why don't you send your tasty bird up there again?
He already went up there. He's pretty beat up.
Ooh.
Just you go.
I can see.
Maybe your
Wim.
bird can check for traps.
Wim's gonna be trying to eat that bird. I bet. Seeing it, he's a.
Yes, let it take some more damage.
Thanks for the follow.
So I can cook it.
Frag, thanks.
It's actually an elemental spirit, so if he dies, he'll just turn into vapor.
As you guys are debating,
Well, I don't know
there,
that.
all of a sudden, you see Lod. As you can see, there's light coming into the cave. Actually, you hear sounds ahead of you because you're blind as a bat. So all of a sudden, a couple of arrows zing past you, and we'll see if these we'll see if these arrows actually hit. Let's see the first arrow.
And as soon as I hear that, I'll reach, look back and yell out, "Light!"
Yeah, Lottie, you get hit with an arrow. I'm sorry about that. As he yells light simultaneously, you get hit. You get another arrow comes at you, misses you this time, and it hits the wall behind you. And you hear more screams. Briak! It sounds just like goblins in front of you. And you hear multiple voice pitches. So it sounds like there are several goblins coming at you. look at Squall running to the corner of the room. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's roll initiative, everybody. There's going to be a possible role-play encounter up pretty soon after this encounter.
There you go.
Wow, nice rolls.
rolls.
Wow,
I
look
need
at all those initiative rolls. Holy cow.
It's beautiful.
I'm stuck on a different one. Hang on.
I'll also
Yeah,
yell
just
out,
re-roll it on your sheet and it'll change the number for you.
"Into the room!"
It's on the main tab again. In the middle. There you go. I think everybody's gone except for... It looks like Iron hasn't rolled yet.
I love those quick cat reflexes there.
He's a turtle. I mean, he's a turtle.
No, not the turtle.
He's all wet.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He's concerned with being wet.
Nice rolls, guys.
Or maybe I just am not ready to move.
Maybe.
All right, so round one. You know that there are creatures in here. So let's do it. Looks like Squall, you've got the best initiative roll. Yes, Fraggle.
So, am I understanding
follow,
that
Fraggle.
they're charging, or what?
You have no clue if they're charging or not. So all you heard
Just heard them. I heard a battle cry, and
that's all. Yeah, pretty much. You heard
Hey,
old
Dave.
Lottie. Hey,
Squall and I tied on initiative. How are you handling that? Because I know rules as written, players get to decide who goes first.
yeah, you guys decide whoever you want. I just didn't see that. In fact,
Okay.
a goblin's got a 22 also. So we'll let you
Well,
guys
then you
choose. Yeah, we'll let you guys choose who wants to go first. If you want the goblin to go first,
it doesn't matter.
first.
I mean,
Is it alright if I go first?
most.
Okay, now I'm going to run up to the kennel area, and then I'm going to
Okay.
to here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast a light spell.
Okay, that's good because you see a couple of goblins holding bows up by that caved-in area over to the south. So that is where you see a couple of goblins hanging out.
Okay.
These two goblins right here, and they have short bows levied down right towards you, and it looks like they're pulling back with more arrows knocked. So what else would you like to do? That was your action to cast light. Anything else? Any bonus action? Anything?
No. I think I have a little bit more movement.
I love it. Yeah, let the Goliath take it.
That's what he's for.
That's it.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
what did you cast light on?
I cast light on
Shield.
the pillar right behind the goblins there, kind of that peak in the wall.
Oh, nice.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. All right, Squall, you're up now.
I will move to here. Face the other way. And there on this goblin right here. My hunter's mark still active, Dave?
I would probably say, how long does it last?
1 hour.
I would say, yeah, if it's 1 hour, it will still be active.
Cool.
So for your bonus action, you can put it on one of those goblins if you want.
Yeah, I'll target goblin 3.
Is it if you use a higher level spell slot, it lasts for 24 hours, right, or something like that?
I think
that's how it
once you go up
works.
in levels, I think when you hit 5th level or something, it lasts for like 8 hours.
Okay.
I can't exactly remember.
Yeah, but it definitely hasn't been more than an hour, so yeah, you can definitely still use your bonus action. And look at that. This is
Wow, nice
I think
shot.
this is your, yeah.
My call. So
Nice damage. Wow. That goblin
Wow,
is
that'll do it.
dead from one shot. As you strike it right between the eyes, bam. So, did you with your light spell, did you send Dawnbringer in there to deliver the spell, or?
No, the light spell has a range, so Dawnbringer's on my shield.
Oh, okay. It's got light's got a range on it. Okay. Or is it?
I'm 90% sure it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was touch. But
Yeah,
I couldn't
think
remember.
it is touch.
It is. I'm sorry.
No, well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we can say that your familiar went in there and did it if that's where you want it. I'm easy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you got any movement left with Dawnbringer, you can go ahead and bring him back that many squares too. So, all right.
Yeah,
so
he's
let's
got
see.
a bunch of movement, so he can.
He's
got
probably
like
got
120 movement.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so Squall, nice shot, one kill. Frantisek, you've gone. We are going to go to a couple of goblins. Now, one goblin comes from around the corner, has a short bow lowered towards you, lad, or Lodith, and shoots it once. It fires. It misses with a 12. It moves back out of the way. We are now to you, Laud.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a cantrip, Thorn Whip,
Ooh.
at this guy.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. And
Explain to us what
so
Thorn Whip does. That's a spell
Yeah.
that doesn't get cast a lot.
I reach down and pull out of my loincloth just like this
God.
this stem of a
Oh, God.
plant with thorns on it, and I lash out, and it streaks out, grows, and actually hits this guy, the goblin, and wraps around him and pulls him 10 feet closer to me if it's a large or smaller creature.
That was Thorn Whip? No, it's Player's Handbook. I thought Thorn Whip was one of the elemental evil spells, but no, that's nice. Yeah, 30 feet range, man. That's a killer spell.
Yeah,
man.
I know, it's awesome. So yeah, it does damage there, and it would pull him closer if he did die.
Wow. So that was a crit with Thorn Whip too. Wow, 2 crits, and yeah, the goblin does go down. So that other goblin that was detected by the light spell. There you go.
All right, and then I'm
Dead.
going to just since I saw him have a bow, I'm just gonna scoot in so I'm not in range.
Duck around the corner.
My turn.
Okay. All right. Ironclaw, you're up now. Old drunken monkey.
All right. We got left just that one.
I don't think you would have probably even have seen that guy, maybe because of where you're at. Metagame.
So what do we see in there?
Yeah. So as I back up,
I think I'll probably bring the
wall,
other goblin in.
I'll yell out one
From the bridge?
One pineapple left.
I think I will. I think I'll bring in Goblin 1. I'll bring him down.
All right. So I'll move up to there,
And then I'm going to do
try
role
hit it
play
a
with
dart.
with Yemek and Clarg.
Or it could actually be 4. I can't count.
So that'll be fun. Wow, it's already 10:15. All right, so you can, as you charge in Ironclaw, you can see him. You throw a dart. I'm so happy you're using darts. That like kind of made my night because I don't ever see darks. I don't see Thorn Whip. Man, this is cool. You do 5 piercing damage. The goblin is heavily wounded. Now we're to another goblin. Actually, you see another goblin behind him too, where the bridge was once erected. There you go. Let's see. We've got goblin. Where is this damn goblin at? What the hell is goblin for? It should take me. That's Sildar. So I guess
You're too quiet.
this goblin didn't. You know,
All right.
I'm looking at something really quick.
He's got to get the rest of the 30 goblins out here.
No, I had I'm using pre-generated encounters, and one of the goblins did not actually, you know what I mean, actually didn't go onto the map. So
I just thought my headset went out.
No. There is another goblin that shimmies. You can hear the rubble beside you to your left there, Iron, as rubble's starting to fall down from this embankment. A goblin basically slides down. Whee! Briark! And he comes out in front of you, and he has a javelin actually. And as he lands prone, and then he stands up, and he doesn't have any other movement, so he's going to throw that javelin at you. And he actually misses you with the javelin as it just kind of streaks right past you. All right, so let's go to another goblin comes down from where the bridge once was on the right-hand side, and he charges in. So he jumps down. That's, difficult terrain. He's got plenty of movement, though, so that would be 10, 15, 20, 25. He pulls out a scimitar as he's yelling towards you. All these goblins yell, Briark, in this high-pitched scream, and he has a scimitar over his head as he's coming down and chopping and slicing at you, and he misses with a 13. Your armor class is pretty stout, drunken monkey. So let's see. Next, we have got Wim. You are up.
All right. I'm going to move up here. Stomping through the water because I'm a little pissed off.
The bridge is washed away.
I'll stop right here
that.
and use some darts.
I think everything else is good.
Yeah, one sec.
I think I've got the combat tracker all squared away now. All right. So you move on in, Wim. You can see a goblin engaged with the other monk that's in front of you.
I'm going to go ahead with the dart.
Nice. 18's a hit.
All right, let's go ahead and drop that.
Wow, heavily wounded. Nice damage. 6 damage.
And bonus action, I'm going to use a key point. And
well, you don't need to use the key point yet. You still get a second attack. Is the dart considered a light weapon? If the dart is considered a light weapon,
I think I only get an unarmed attack as my second.
Yeah, you can charge in and clobber him with your, because it doesn't have light on it. So, I mean, I really, honestly, I really, yeah, I would say.
Oh, that's
no,
right. I can move
extra,
and then attack and then move again.
Yeah, you would need extra attack to get the second dart because it actually doesn't have the light tag on it. So yeah, you can run in, do your offhand attack if you have the movement, which you do. I mean, you got 40 feet, and then you can use another key point for your flurry of blows and get a third attack. So
that is true. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So boom, bam.
To answer your question, Dream.
I grabbed the wrong one here.
Yeah.
Is there a way to cancel it when you have it already picked up?
Just drop it somewhere that's not. Just drop it on the tabletop. Don't drop it on the map or on a token or anything. Just kind of drop it off to the side, or
All right. So unarmed strike on you.
Nice hit. Offhand against the Goblin. That's a hit with a 20. Thanks, KY. KY, great name. All right. That Goblin goes down. He is incapacitated. You see the other Goblin to your left front flank as well. It looks like he is pulling his scimitar out of his scabbard. It looks like he's reaching for it.
All right.
If you have any movement, you can still take more movement. If you have, you got 40 feet.
I think I got tons of movement, honestly. Hang on one sec.
Yeah.
I yell into Dave that these guys are a bottleneck. Bring them back. Bring them back.
Yeah, I can double my movement without even taking the dash, so I'm just going to go ahead and back up just a little bit here.
Yeah, it's your Tabaxi feature, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Twilight. I took the bridge off because it's just not there.
As far as I went in, I'm probably just going to come right back out. Get behind a wall.
I could send down another wave of water, but it would
run out
the goblins down too, and it would just be a mess.
Guerrilla tactics.
Good idea though, Hammer, but yeah, it would just be a mess with all the saving throws and stuff. So
how's that?
Looks good to me.
Pass the puck.
All right, let's pass it to let's see, the next goblin's gonna go. There you go. You guys are getting pinged when it's your turn too, right?
Yep.
5, 10. In fact, you know what? I'm going to stay here. Sorry to go back, but I'm going to pull out a short bow, and I'm going to do a ranged attack on Ironclaw. It's a miss. He's going to...
Ironclaw's staggering too much.
Yeah, I think what he's going to do is he's just going to back up another 10 feet or so. He's going to slosh through all of the mud and stuff and back up about another 10 feet. All right, so now we've got round 2, and Squall, you're up. That combat goes so fast in 5e. That's what I like about 5e. Obviously, it'll slow down once you get level 5 and, extra attacks, but I mean, it's still fast. Fantasy Grounds makes everything so fast, man. Squall's charging in, hiding behind Ironclaw. Looks like he took his bonus action, and let's see. Yep, he hit. So you've got your Hunter's Mark on there. Yep, sounds good. Nice. Look at that
shot.
There's so many people say that Rangers are underpowered, and I just don't see it. I think the Beastmaster Ranger is a little, underpowered. But I mean, if you go with Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer for the Ranger, dude, you're doing just as much damage as a rogue, pretty much. So good shot, man. One shot, one kill again. That goblin is dead. It is incapacitated. The tide is starting to turn a little bit here, guys. So Squall is done. Let's go to Frantisek What say you?
I'm going to shift a little bit here, and then Sacred Flame of a Goblin. in the
Sure.
corner.
He's definitely within sight. That was a successful saving throw by the Goblin, so no effect. Yeah. All right, Lottie. Lottie Dottie, we like the party.
Lotta's going to step out and once again do some Thorn Whip.
Ooh, a
Oh,
miss
but it
with a
missed.
13. You got an
So I'm
inspiration, bud. You got an inspiration. You got to use it or lose it. We're getting pretty late.
Yeah, I'll use it next time. And then I'm going to use a bonus action healing word on myself,
Okay.
and that's it.
Yes, it is, Hammer. All right, let's go to old Ironclaw. What say you?
All right, I'm gonna shift over and shoot another dart.
You're loving those darts, aren't you? I think he's trying to get inspiration from me, guys.
I'm like hitting with the darts. I don't know. What it is.
I did notice that. You're doing a lot better. You're actually doing pretty good damage. And look, you hit again. And you do because you're always hitting when you're going in melee. You're hitting with your offhand all the time, so you're not getting your modifier bonus damage. So
Right.
nice job. Okay, so now we've got this goblin here. He runs in. He has his scimitar. He slashes at you. Then he uses his nimble escape, and he says, "F this, I'm out of here." And he uses, as a bonus action, he uses disengage to prevent the attack of opportunity. So let's see, he runs to where the bridge once was, and it looks like he's trying to climb up this embankment. And he gets, and like I said, this is 20 feet up, Iron. And he's about a third of the way up, and then he's just clamoring, just trying to climb up to get up to that embankment up above. All right, Wim.
All right.
I love
I'll go
nimble
ahead
escape.
and go up as far as. Can I pass him?
Can you pass through? You can
Total.
go through your you can go through your allies, but it costs you an extra square of movement when you pass through their square.
Oh, right on. I'll go ahead and do that. And see the one trying to climb up there, and I'll go ahead and dart him. See here.
Please, guys, vote for my straw poll here, please. Wow, nice shot. You guys are critting all over the place tonight. Actually, I've got a couple also, so. And then join my Discord channel, everybody. Feel
sure
free
hot.
to join it. Join in. Ooh, max damage, too.
No way.
Yeah, very nice. So, yeah,
Dart
as that
right to the-
goblin. Oh, yeah, exactly. As he's trying to clamber his way up the embankment, your dart just hits him right in the back of the head, and his head just explodes like a water balloon. Blood, piss, crap, snot all over the place. And this last goblin, he sees the head of his other tribesman explode like a water balloon. And as Wim, you can take any other movement that you like to do. Would you like to do anything else? Because this goblin is running towards you, and you notice that the goblin, he drops his weapon, and he says, he says, "No kill Gog, no kill Gog, no kill Gog. Talk to Chief, talk to Chief.
Talk to Chief.
No kill Gog. Talk to Yemek, talk to Yemek."
Well, what I'd like to do is kind of give him a good chokehold and slam him down if I can. I'd like to drag him back this way to the. Well, I don't know if I can get past my buddy here, but are we out of combat?
You are out of combat, as yes, he's not trying to attack you. Let's see. He's speaking a very broken common, but you can understand. I mean, it's not like he's speaking a fluent common, but you can tell what he's saying. He's talk Yemic. Talk Yemic, as you're choking him, and you could just see the veins popping out on like the side of his head and stuff, because you are basically killing him.
Where's the dwarf, you little rat?
Talk to Yemic about dwarf. Dwarf no here.
What do you mean he's not here?
Dwarf no here.
I speak Goblin.
What about Sildar? Sildar here?
Old man.
Human.
Old man. Yes. Human here. Talk to Yemic.
Which way?
Truce.
Which way? Which way, little rat?
I can't breathe.
I let him go.
I can't breathe. So yes,
I didn't mean to keep joking him the entire time.
That's okay, because as you let off of him, basically, he tells you that Yemic will work a deal, and he says, maybe if you don't want to work a deal, maybe Yemic kill human.
All right, take us to Yemic, and no tricks.
No,
There's gonna be tricks, guys.
It's 5-on-1, no trick at all.
Wait, how many are you? How many goblins?
Oh, there. As I see a bunch of dead bodies around me, and there was about 20 of us. There's not that many anymore.
Goblins
That's more
can't
than
count. That's not going to be useful to ask them how many there are.
That's more than 4.
There's Clarg. There's a couple of his stooges that kind of betrayed Yemic. Yemic and Clarg don't like each other. You work deal with Yemic. Yemic, good guy. You help Yemic. I take you Yemic. You like Yemic.
Who is this Clarg you speak of?
Oh, he a big stinky bugbear. He's the boss. And he always sicks his dog, his wolf Ripper, on us. That stupid mangy. I'm gonna eat that thing one day. Yeah, maybe you kill Ripper and bring us goblins. We eat Ripper. Oh, that would be good after sitting out in sun for about a month. Oh, yes.
All right. Shut up. All right, take us to Yemic. Which way?
Well, can you give me a boost? As he comes over here, it says, "Give me a boost up here, and I take you to Yemic."
I'll hold you, and I'll grab him and just pick him up and take him with me.
All right. Oh, that's good. So you're kind of like Treebeard with Frodo on your shoulder or something as you're climbing up. Okay. As you climb up, you hit the goblin Gug. He hits his head on the ceiling, so you like almost knock him out again. But you do get up there, and there's another corridor, and there's actually there's a pretty foul stench as you climb up here, but it's actually a good stench to you, because it's like the type of food that you love, like not the most wholesome food and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
I'm hungry.
You're hoping that alchemy jug is up here so you can make that mayonnaise to spread over everything that you eat. Oh yeah.
All right, so what do I see up here?
Okay, so this is what you see. As you get up to the top of the embankment, there's another ramp that kind of goes up about 10 feet. But he says, yes, Yemic up here. You come talk to Yemic. Yemic is the real boss of Cragmaw Hideout. Real boss. He real boss. You like Yemic. Yemic, very powerful goblin. Lots of magic. Yemic is so strong.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's talk to this Yemic character.
Yes. come to Ymik. Okay, so he tells you right to the left is where all the goblins live. He says, yes, all goblins live right here, all right here, and something good cooking too. Too bad it wasn't Clark Pet Ripper. That would be really good. And yeah, as you guys are walking into these chambers, Gug, which is the goblin that you have as a captive, he yells out, "Briark! Boss man!" He says, "People come. People want old man. They want to work deal. Want to work deal."
I shoot Goblin.
Well,
Dave, I'll cast light on my shield just so everyone can see.
okay, and I guess you're going up as well, right? You're shimmying up the embankment?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Would I be able to go up this one where the bridge fell?
With what kind of spell?
Just with my climbing, 20 feet.
Sure, yeah. You could get up that actually rather easily, and by the time everybody else gets up the embankment, you could have actually kind of figured where this other corridor is leading, and you could actually come up behind them. And this would be going simultaneously as well, so.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys appear, Lod, as you appear inside of this place, a goblin that is highly decorated in robes and has all kinds of bone trinkets hanging off of him, has like a miniature little helmet made of bone, probably some type of elk or something, because it has horns coming off of it. He is holding an ornamented type of scimitar. He's in one hand, in his other hand he has a javelin with a bunch of bone trinkets hanging off of it, and he puts both of them up into the air, and he says, "Who wants the audience with Ymik, the powerful Ymik of Cragmaw? Step forward, or I kill the human."
And he's speaking common, right?
He is, yeah, he is definitely speaking. He is speaking common, because the goblin was speaking broken common as well, as he was saying, adventurers here want to deal. And he says, "Come forward. Who are you? Why are you in my hideout?" And then Gug says, "Well, technically, boss, it's not your hideout. It's Clark's hideout." And then he says, "Silence!" as he raises his weapons up more. And he says, "Oh, there are quite a few of you. I can sense that I am outnumbered here."
You bet you are.
And then,
in the dwarf.
yeah, he reaches down, and as he reaches down, he drags. You recognize Sildar. He drags him up to the edge of the embankment, and he takes the scimitar and he puts it to his throat, and he says, "You will work a deal with Ymik, or I kill the human." And you're looking at Sildar, and Sildar looks like he's been roughed up. It looks like he's gone a couple of rounds with Mike Tyson, basically. I mean, he's all bruised and battered, and he's got cuts on his face. He just looks like he's had the crap totally beat out of him. And everything else in here as well, this large cavern where you guys are at on the floor, there's all kinds of, there's like a smoldering fire. There's all kinds of bones and trash and personal belongings from the goblins, and very pungent odor. To everybody else, Lodith is okay with it, but there's an earthen slope of stairs that go up the embankment, and then you can see that there's another cave above the embankment where Ymik pulls Sildar up to the edge of the embankment holding his scimitar. And this scimitar is actually in really good shape. It's not all rusted. I mean, it actually, as your light spell is gleaming, it actually gives that sparkle ping off of the blade. So he has it right up to the edge of Sildar, and he says, if you do not make a deal with me, I will kill Sildar. And Sildar, he's like so exhausted, he's just, his eyes are barely open, and he's just drooling and blood coming out of his nose and his eyes all beat up. Like I said, it looks like you won a couple rounds with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
I want to say to the
Where's the
Goblin,
dwarf?
Not all at once. One at a time.
I say to the Goblin in Goblin that if he kills that man, he is going. So he's dealing with. We're not taking his deal. He's going to take our deal.
Oh, you will take my deal. As he pushes the scimitar a little bit closer, he says, if you kill me, I kill him. I don't want much, and I'll tell you what I want. I want to be king of Cragmaw Hideout. I was king, but this stupid bugbear just kind of forced his way in and took over with his mangy mutt Ripper. If you go and kill Clarg, and you can have his treasure, I'll give you Sindar. I'll give him to you. And that will be a fair trade. And then you can leave me and the rest of my goblins alone. Me and Gug will live happily ever after. And I promise that I won't pillage any more caravans either. Actually, I'll tell you this. Clarg is the one that was making us do it. Technically, I don't care about caravans because usually they're trouble anyway for us goblins. But if you could take care of that Clarg, that would be really nice. And then everything can go back to normal. And what do you say? But if you try to kill me, as he waves his weapons everywhere, I will kill this Yobed.
All right. Well, where's the dwarf? You little mangy rat.
What dwarf?
Yeah, I want to do insight.
Yeah, why
on
don't
this
you
guy.
guys give me an insight check as he says, what dwarf? Yeah, Lottie, you're like, oh man, he doesn't know.
Yeah. This goblin, most believable goblin ever met.
Nice. So what he'll tell you, and Francisek, you know that he is definitely full of crap. He is definitely full of crap.
Definitely, yeah. Hey, I know the dwarf that was with this human. Don't play stupid. Of course we know he's here. Your other goblin minion here already told us.
Oh,
Where's the
Gug,
dwarf?
I'm gonna kick you right in the rear, Gug, when this is all said and done. Well, you caught me in a fib. I'm sorry, holy man.
Oh, there's a big shocker. Where is he?
Well, I will tell you this. He was taken, and he was taken to another Cragmaw. He was actually taken to Cragmaw Castle. He had some
All
kind
right.
of
Well, where's
he had some
Cragmaw
kind of
Castle?
secret map, or I don't know where Cragmaw Castle is. I have no clue. I'm the king of Cragmaw Hideout. Well, I'm not the king anymore. I was, but all I know is that this guy, this Gundren, Rock Spear or Rock Seer, I don't know what the heck his name was, but he had some kind of secret map. And supposedly he found some kind of magical chamber that could create lots of magic items. And so Clarg, he sent them. He sent him to Cragmaw Castle, and it was the Black Spider that he was turned over to. And now the Black Spider is taking Gundren to Cragmaw Castle. And that's all I know, I swear.
And you don't know where Cragmaw Castle is?
I have no clue. Well, I've lived in these caves my whole life. I was born and bred here. I don't leave the caves only to find food, and well, Clark was making us take wagons, but other than that, I mean, we live a pretty peaceful life for goblins. We're not bad.
So is my insight still going here? Do I think he's being truthful about knowing where Cragmaw
Yes.
Castle is?
Yeah, with that check that you had, yeah. You think that he's divulged all the information to you that he probably Clark. You know, you would think that seeing that Clark kind of took over, he's probably not telling everything to. He's probably not telling everything to King Gariik anyway. So.
All right, Gariik, where's this Clark guy? We'll kill him and then we'll.
Oh yes, he does a little dance. You know,
so I kind of look around at everybody and just kind of like you know, make sure that they're okay with that. But yeah, I mean, who cares about this little goblin?
Where's Clark?
Oh, you guys are great. And he puts his scimitar away, and he pulls it away from the neck of Sildar, and he kind of lets go of Sildar, and he's kind of out for the count. You know what I mean?
I want to do if I can, a healing word in just a second, whenever.
Sure, if you want to do a healing word, go for it. Absolutely. So Gariik, he comes down, and he comes down to where you're at, Frantisek, and he shakes your hand and he goes, "That's a deal. Kill Clark, and everything will be good. And you can take everything that Clark has. I don't want any of it." He's got probably about 12 caravans worth of loot and treasure up there. All kinds of stuff.
All taken from wagons on the
Triboar
Trail?
Yes, he made us do it. He made us do it. It's not my command. Not my command. That was all Clark.
All right. What other...
Gariik promises.
What other goblins does he have with him? Does he have more goblins with him? Or
yes, he's got 2 turncoats. Their names are Frick and Frack. And they betrayed Gariik. And you can kill them too. Gariik doesn't want any traitors. All I need is Gug. But I'm still going to put my foot in your rear end there, Gug.
We got hit by big water earlier. Do you know where that's from?
Oh, I felt the whole cave rumbling. Yes, that was security that we built many years ago. It was a dam, and what it did was there's the natural waterfall in Clark's cave, and it would fill up, and so we kind of dammed it up. And if the kobolds were gonna attack us, we were gonna let that dam fall, and just all that damn water was gonna go down and hit them, and then sweep them out of the damn cave. That's what we were gonna do.
Where is the trap?
Oh, the trap's already sprung. There's only one wall of water. It shook everything. Gariik knows that the trap worked. Yeah.
Gariik, you come with us to kill Clark?
Sure, I come kill Clark with you. Sure.
All right.
Clark, mighty warrior, as he draws a scimitar and his spear again, almost kind of slashing you guys. But he pulls it out and he says, "Briark, Gariik help kill Clark."
All right, get on shoulder.
Ooh, call you Treebeard. Come, Frodo, we ride on Treebeard. As he says that to Gug. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll wrap it up here for tonight. And very good. I'll give you guys some more experience. I think you guys definitely deserve this encounter as experience for sure. So let's give you this. This will be a pretty nice chunk of XP. Look at that. Everybody gets 100 more apiece. See, sometimes it helps not to just go in and murder hobo and talk to NPCs and have a good time. So, sure. Gariik is going to help you fight Clark. Gug is going to help also. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.